Solo Sikoa, Rhea Ripley, Big E, and others react to WWE stars' emotional personal update. Several current and former WWE personalities, including Solo Sikoa, Rhea Ripley, and Big E, recently took to social media to react to Carmelo Hayes and Kalani Jordan's massive update. The duo recently got engaged. Both Carmelo Hayes and Kalani Jordan kicked off their WWE careers on the company's developmental brand, where they won several titles. Jordan is still competing in NXT, while Hayes is now showcasing his skills on the main roster. The duo made their relationship public a few years ago and have now taken a huge step by getting engaged. Kalani recently took to Instagram to reveal that she said yes to Carmelo's proposal on July 1, 2025. Several current and former WWE personalities reacted with a like on Kalani Jordan's post, including Solo Sikoa, Tonga Loa, Tama Tonga, Rhea Ripley, Charlotte Flair, Rey Mysterio, and more. Meanwhile, Big E, Julia, Stephanie Vaquer, Jordan Grace, Samantha Irvin, Raquel Rodriguez, Blake Monroe, Natalya, Jade Cargill, Chelsea Green Ivar, Bayley, Karrion Kross, Lola Vice, Zelina Vega, Nathan Fraser, Tiffany Stratton, and Nia Jax left wholesome comments on it. Check out screenshots of stars' likes and comments below. WWE star Kalani Jordan sent a message on her and Carmelo Hayes' anniversary. Before breaking the news of her engagement, Kalani Jordan took to her Instagram stories to send a message on her anniversary with Carmelo Hayes. Jordan wrote that she was blessed to have Hayes in her life. 23-year-old WWE star the real deal, huge catalyst for Liv Morgan face turn, analyst reveals. Amid Liv Morgan's absence from WWE TV, Roxanne Perez has become Raquel Rodriguez's teammate and has been recognized as one half of the women's tag team champions, thanks to Finn Balor and JD McDonough. Perez has also been seen flirting with Dominik Mysterio, Morgan's on-screen boyfriend, on several occasions. During a recent edition of the Cheap Heat podcast, Peter Rosenberg praised Roxanne Perez's work in the Stamford-based promotion, saying that he believed she was the real deal. Rosenberg further claimed that Perez would ultimately replace Liv Morgan in the Judgment Day and start a romantic relationship with Dominik Mysterio. This could force Morgan to go on a babyface run upon her eventual return to WWE TV. Just like I believe so much in Stephanie Vaquer, Roxanne is she's already there. I mean, she's just the real deal. Her and Dom make so much sense together. We know now where this is going. She will have fully replaced Liv Morgan as not only Raquel's tag partner but also Dom's girlfriend. It forces Liv to become a babyface, which everyone will be ready for. It'll be the babyface run of a lifetime for her because instead of her just being like, her only character is like that, she's an underdog, now she has a real story to build on here, he said. 30:57:31:36 Vince Russo believes WWE should get a reaction from Liv Morgan after Roxanne Perez replaced her in the Judgment Day. Former WWE writer Vince Russo talked about Liv Morgan being replaced by Roxanne Perez as the women's tag team champion alongside Raquel Rodriguez on a recent edition of Sportskeeda Wrestling's Legion of Raw. Russo said that he thought the Triple H-led creative team should get a reaction from Morgan after the title was taken off her, but believed the company would not do that. Again, I am asking a very simple question. Yeah, the writing was on the wall. My granddaughter just turned 3, and she could have told you where this was going. But now, would it not be logical to go to Liv's location next week and get her response to that? Doesn't that make all the sense in the world? You really think they would do that? No, he said. It remains to be seen what WWE has planned for Roxanne Perez's future in the Judgment Day. WWE stars to join new Liv Morgan faction when she returns from injury. Liv Morgan may recruit her new faction members from her old Judgment Day stable, although there was clearly simmering tension between Roxanne Perez and Liv Morgan before the latter's injury. It might make sense to see Liv stuck with Roxanne. Presumably going on to establish a friendship with Raquel Rodriguez, it would make sense the latter could advocate for Morgan to include her in the new group. While Liv might want to keep her friends close, it may make the most sense to keep her enemies closer and in this case, having Roxanne Perez on her side would be better than being up against her. Nikki Bella's status for WWE Evolution 2 after scrapped plans. Nikki made her return to WWE television on the June 9th episode of Raw, where she confronted Women's Tag Team Champion Liv Morgan. The segment ended with Morgan dropping Nikki with an oblivion, setting the stage for a match at Evolution, either a singles bout or a tag match also involving Brie Bella and Raquel Rodriguez. Those plans were scrapped after Morgan suffered a dislocated shoulder, leaving her off the Evolution card entirely. Nikki hasn't been seen on TV since, though she was backstage for the June 23rd episode of Raw, but even with the original match scrapped, Nikki's status hasn't changed. According to the Wrestling Observer newsletter, WWE still plans to feature Nikki at Evolution 2, though no official match has been announced. The former Divas champion is also still front and center on the promotional poster for the event, signaling that WWE isn't done with her just yet. Nikki Bella showing up at Evolution 2 might not look how WWE originally planned, but let's be real, they weren't putting her face all over the poster for nothing. Whether she's stepping in the ring or stirring the pot in another way, you can bet the Hall of Famer isn't just showing up to sit in the crowd. Do you think Nikki Bella should wrestle at Evolution 2 or take on a different role? Sound off in the comments and tell us what you want to see. Dominik Mysterio truth revealed. 18-year WWE veteran reveals backstage details. Dominik Mysterio has become one of the top villains in WWE and on Raw during his 5-year stint with the company. As a matter of fact, he is one of the very few superstars who had a heel turn while he was already a bad guy, when he betrayed Rhea Ripley to join forces with Liv Morgan at SummerSlam a year ago. Despite his status as a top villain, Dirty Dom is the exact opposite outside the ring, according to 18-year veteran Natalya, who had nothing but great words to say about the Judgment Day's leader in an interview with Busted Open Radio. "I'm gonna kill Dominik's vibe. He's the ultimate ass ****** on TV, but behind the scenes, you know he's Rey Mysterio's son." Dom shakes everybody's hands. "Dom is so respectful to everybody," the former women's champion said. H/T Wrestling Inc. When you're in the ring with somebody who's so respectful, you always want to go above and beyond to just help them. Everybody wanted to get on board with helping Dom because of how he carried himself backstage, Natalya said about Dominik Mysterio. H/T Wrestling Inc. The question now is what plans WWE Creative has for him going forward and whether he will retain his title or lose it to the Phenomenal One. Meanwhile, it is unclear what direction they will take regarding the Judgment Day and whether Mysterio will turn on Finn Balor, as both want to become the faction's leaders. Dominik Mysterio is the reigning Intercontinental Champion, and he is expected to defend his title against AJ Styles at SummerSlam. Natalya explains why WWE veterans want to help and give advice to Dominik Mysterio. Natalie's praised Mysterio for his attitude and relationship with fellow WWE superstars backstage. The former SmackDown Women's Champion also revealed that Dirty Dom's behavior is why WWE veterans want to help him and give him advice to get better. Dominik and Rey Mysterio don't see eye to eye, and that is a fact known to every wrestling fan. The father-son duo has been at odds for most of their on-screen life, and in the world of kayfabe, Dom might be happy to learn that Rey Mysterio's retirement is looking closer than ever before. Of course, in real life too, it will be a moment of celebration for the family, as Mysterio Sr. is one of the most celebrated Mexican wrestlers in WWE, and his son is pretty proud of him. Rey Mysterio mulls over his retirement plans. Rey Mysterio has been wrestling since he was a boy of 14 years old. That boy became a man, a father at that, and after more than 3 decades in the wrestling world, it is probably time that he starts thinking about hanging up the hood and taking off the mask for good. Recently, Mysterio Sr. sat for an interview with LA Platica, where he revealed his retirement plans, and fans are not ready for it. Rey Mysterio was unmasked and unfiltered for the interview, and shared some future plans with the hosts as well as the fans. He spoke of his recovery after getting injured on SmackDown the night before WrestleMania 41, and said that he will possibly be back in the ring around August if all is well. Dominik Mysterio was the push his father needed to continue. While they seem to be going against one another at every turn, in real life, Rey and Dominik Mysterio share a very close bond. And when Junior decided to give wrestling a chance, it gave Senior the push to continue with his career, something he has loved and worked for since he was a teenager. Speaking to the hosts of La Platica, Rey said Dominik Mysterio was the push his father needed to continue. While they seem to be going against one another at every turn, in real life, Rey and Dominik Mysterio share a very close bond. And when Junior decided to give wrestling a chance, it gave Senior the push to continue with his career, something he has loved and worked for since he was a teenager. Speaking to the hosts of La Platica, Rey said a lot of people ask me, what keeps you going? I think that once my son started to wrestle, that kind of pushed me to continue, cause I was really getting very close to calling it quits, but that just kind of gave me that second wind, and it pushed me to keep going. To be honest, I know I'm going to still enjoy it when I retire, but I'm going to have to tap out. I still love what I do and I always have.